When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's Group Therapy on 99.7 DJX.
All right, if you want to chime in on this, you can and help out Tara on Facebook at Ben and Kelly Show. Hey, I need to ask you guys something. Over my birthday, a really nice, huge TV got delivered to my place. Like very high end, thousands of dollars.
Wow.
My boyfriend and I, who I live with, didn't know who it came from. We asked all our friends, relatives, nobody had sent it. It was addressed to us, though, so we didn't think it was a mistake. We love it, but the mystery was just weird. A few days ago, an ex-boyfriend reached out to me on Facebook asking me if I liked the present he sent me. He had reached out a few times to get back together, but I always ignored him. Didn't even respond. He was crazy, super obsessive, controlling. We broke up like 2 years ago because of it. It was just a bad relationship. Knowing that he sent it to me makes me feel gross. Like I don't want anything from him in my home. I want to get rid of the TV, but my boyfriend loves it.
Huh.
He says, who cares who sent it? It's ours now. No point in getting rid of it just because the guy's a freak. So would you?
No point in getting rid of it.
So would you guys keep it? Thanks for any help. I mean, I kind of tend to side with the boyfriend on this. If it's a nice TV, you didn't have to pay for it. I mean, right?
I don't know. Maybe you take it back and get another TV. So it's like almost, you're almost laundering the TV. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea. Just swap it out.
Maybe.
If she can figure out where it came from.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but maybe by this time they've already opened it, unpackaged it.
Right.
And are watching it now, and it's
which
like,
is probably
right.
why the boyfriend likes it. He's like, nope.
Yeah, he's like,
it looks
it.
real good right there.
Love this thing, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I understand where she now doesn't even want to look at the TV.
Yeah, no, I get that part too.
Because it reminds her of who sent it to her. So
right.
I can understand that for sure.
But it's high end and super expensive. So do we forgive that?
Well, she's having a hard time with that, and that's why I think she reached out. So
I know,
yeah.
I know, but I'm just thinking, maybe
gosh.
if we saw some features, a picture of it, it could help us really fully decide.
Well, Terry reached out and said if it's a smart TV, the ex-boyfriend might have hacked it and be watching and listening to everything they do. Now, that's some major conspiracy theory sort of stuff right there. But
totally possible, maybe.
Totally possible, maybe. Yeah, don't know the possibility of how easy or how hard that would be. But
Roxanne agrees it's giving hidden camera vibes to me. Return it.
Man,
okay, well,
that is...
Point that out.
All right. Well, hey, this is where we would like you to chime in, okay? Especially if maybe it wasn't a very expensive TV, but you had an ex send you a present and like either you or your boyfriend at the time didn't want it. Like, how did you approach that situation? And did you keep it? Did you not? What was it? All that stuff. So we'd love to hear those stories. 795-1997. We'll get to those coming up next on 99.7 DJX. Group therapy. Tara got a very expensive TV as a birthday present from her ex-boyfriend. Sitting well with her because her ex-boyfriend was kind of nuts. However, current boyfriend who lives with her loves it.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, it's great TV. Let's keep it. Bethany's like, keep it. If he's dumb enough to think he can manipulate you and want to spend all of his money, that's his dang fault. I'd just be like, haha, what an idiot every time I watch it. Like, you win.
That's one way to look at it.
Yep, but then a lot of other people are pointing out, like, listen, we get that it's a symbol of a really bad, horrible relationship, and nobody should be forced to keep something like that. And then a myriad of people are pointing out, you got to check and make sure there's not some sort of like spying device in there. Like that could be behind the entire purchase. Like why he sent it.
How crazy would that be? That's like something out of a movie.
Well, yeah, and totally, I could see that happening for sure. And even if he, at the very least, he wanted to try to start a fight between her and her current boyfriend.
Yeah, Jessica texted in and said, when she said it was addressed to us, Does that mean the ex addressed it to her and her current boyfriend for her birthday, which is weird?
Yes, and also, how did he get the address if they've been broken up for 2 years?
Yeah, Jessica says, I find it a little creepy that he would send it to both of them or even just to her, knowing that she has a live-in boyfriend. Maybe an ulterior motive there. But having a crazy ex myself, I understand not wanting to keep it, and I would not keep it myself. I would be afraid that keeping it would send my ex the wrong message. Giving it back to him would send the clear message that I was done with him. I guess I understand that, but then I also think, I'm like, well, how would he know if you kept it? Unless there was recording devices in it.
Exactly, which everybody is starting to think, yes, that's the case.
Man.
That is the reason. That's exactly what Brittany's saying. I'd be more concerned that he's got my address, security cameras at a minimum, changing locks. If he ever had a key, that'd be an absolute must, because that is maybe she has lived there for a while and that's how he knew where she lived. Not sure.
Maybe.
But yeah, Rebecca's like 100%. This is incredibly creepy. Your feelings are 100% valid. Reading this makes me feel gross. If it was a gift for you, you let boyfriend know. It makes you super uncomfortable. Get rid of it.
I was just going to ask, has she said to her boyfriend, and I guess this is not a question, I'm just kind of throwing it out there, but like how it really makes her feel? Like does her boyfriend know the extent with which her ex put her through some, emotional, the emotional ringer?
I'm guessing she probably shared that when she, they
When
found out who it was from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And which is why she's like, I don't want to keep it. And this is why. I'm sure she probably shared that. Bethany says, if it was factory sealed, though, could it have spyware on it? I don't know how that works.
Well,
that's a good point, but still, I don't know if I want to risk it.
TV. Have you ever heard of those? I mean, most TVs come in a box that have styrofoam on the sides of them.
Yeah, and taped up and all the things.
And then wrapped up in like a little like protective wrap. So
they get delivered from the store.
You could. Well,
maybe the ex-boyfriend works at the store that sells the TVs.
Okay, we're just now turning this into some sort of weird conspiracy.
That's it. He's hacking into their lives. He wants to watch them. Okay, we package that up. We go take it back to the store. We pick out another one.
Yeah,
that doesn't have the spyware.
I still like that as an idea. Like,
yeah, that's valid.
I'm hoping that you still have maybe the box or whatever it came in.
Return receipt.
If you do, then I would say that's my number one is
just exchange it. Go get a new one.
Yeah.
That's not tainted by the ex-boyfriend.
Take that back. Yeah, Shaq is even texting in saying return it. This is only going to get worse. The ex obviously doesn't get it and sounds stalkerish. And then several people are like, hey, you could always take it back to an electronics place and have the Geek Squad check the TV to see if it's been tampered with.
Look it over, see if there's any hidden cameras to spy on you or microphones or whatever that's in there. Yeah, you could do that. But still, pick out a new one. I think just to validate her feelings, she doesn't want the creepy ex-boyfriend's gift.
Yeah. I like that as a number one if you can do that, is just exchange it for another TV of equal or similar value or whatever.
Yeah. She's never going to be able to look at it and know that it came from the ex-boyfriend. So if she just gets a different one.
And then we get this text: Kelly and Ben, yo, tripping. All your listeners are tripping a little too hard. You're overthinking it.
I don't think we are. Do you know today's world we're living in? It's cray-cray. I don't think you can be too careful.
So, all right. Well, hopefully that gives you plenty of.
We're exchanging it, right?
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
I think that's what, at least Kelly and my consensus is.
Yes. I mean, that should satisfy the boyfriend. Like, listen, babe, we're going to get a really cool TV. We're just not going to have this one.
Yeah, we just don't want this TV that has the stench of my ex-boyfriend on it and perhaps spyware where it's spying us, Netflixing, chilling, and that's no fun.
No. So you know what? We'll go pick something out together. It'll be ours.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, hey, good luck with that. That is group therapy.